My company replaced me with AI. Then they called me 3 weeks later begging for help. The meeting invite appeared on my calendar on a Thursday afternoon. Subject line, department update. Whenever management uses vague titles like that, it usually means something bad is coming. I walked into the conference room and immediately felt the tension. My manager, Karen, sat at the head of the table. 2 people from upper management were there too, along with someone from HR. Karen smiled the kind of smile people use when they're about to deliver terrible news. Thanks for coming in, she said. I sat down slowly. What's going on? She folded her hands on the table. As you know, the company has been exploring new ways to improve efficiency. That sentence alone told me everything, she continued. We've decided to integrate an AI system to handle a large portion of the data analysis work your team currently manages. I blinked. Okay, and? Karen glanced at HR. Unfortunately, that means your position is being eliminated. Just like that. 5 years at the company. Gone in a single sentence. I looked around the room. Let me guess, I said. The AI is cheaper. No one answered. HR slid a folder toward me. Severance package. 2 months pay. Standard paperwork. Karen tried to sound sympathetic. This wasn't an easy decision. I almost laughed. It sounded pretty easy. I packed my things that same afternoon. Laptop turned in. Badge deactivated. 5 years reduced to a cardboard box and a polite goodbye. As I left the building, Karen said one more thing. The new system should actually make everything run smoother. I nodded. Good luck with that. Then I walked out. The first week after leaving felt strange. For the first time in years, I didn't have emails, meetings, or deadlines. But something kept bothering me. I had built most of the company's data workflows myself. The AI system they bought was supposed to replace my job, but it still depended on those workflows to function. If they changed anything without understanding how it all connected, things could break. I assumed someone else would figure it out. 3 weeks later, my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. Hello? There was a pause. Then I heard Karen's voice. Hi, it's Karen. I leaned back in my chair. Did the AI learn how to call people now? She didn't laugh. Listen, she said carefully. We're having some issues with the new system. I'm shocked. It's more complicated than we expected. Really? She took a breath. The AI is generating reports, but the numbers don't match our financial records. The automation scripts keep failing, and the dashboard stopped updating yesterday. I knew exactly what had happened. Someone had changed one of the core data pipelines without realizing how many systems depended on it. I had spent months designing those connections. Sounds like a mess, I said. Karen hesitated. That's why I'm calling. Of course it was. We were hoping you might help us troubleshoot. I let the silence sit there for a moment. Didn't you replace me? Well, technically, with AI. Yes, and now the AI needs help. Another pause. Finally, she said the words I knew were coming. Would you be willing to consult for us? I smiled. Sure. Her relief was obvious. Great. We can discuss a temporary contract. My consulting rate is $200 an hour. Silence. Then she said slowly, that's higher than your previous salary. Yeah, I said. But you already proved my job was unnecessary. Another long pause. Then she said quietly, I'll need to run that by management. Of course. 2 hours later, she called back. They approved it. 3 weeks earlier, I had been an employee they could replace. Now I was the only person who could fix the system that replaced me. Funny how that works.